Hi, I'm Brooke from McArthur Public Library in Biddeford, Maine, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the tools that you can use when you're reading a book in Cloud Library. So we're going to open up the Cloud Library app. When you touch My Books down at the bottom, it'll pull up everything you have checked out, and when you touch Read, it will open up the book. So it'll open up to the cover, and when you swipe with your finger on the screen just from right to left, you can page through it. And once you're into the actual text of the book, there's a handy tool that you can pull up by, if you touch any word in the book, it'll pull up a menu. So let's say you want to define it, you're not sure what it means, or you want to highlight it so you can come back to it later. This menu will pop up if you touch and hold. You can also get a menu up at the top here. I'll show you how to bookmark a page. So if you touch and hold to get that menu to come up, I just bookmarked that by touching on the top right. You see the little red mark. That shows that it's bookmarked. And this can be tricky to get a hang of how to pull that menu up, but it's basically just touching and holding until it pops up like that. So some of the things you can do with that, under the large A and lowercase a, you can use the slider to make it darker or brighter. You can use the font size to make the type larger or smaller. This can be really handy if you normally read large print books. You can use day, night, and sepia down there. So night looks like this with a black background and white type. Sepia just makes it more muted. Lock rotation underneath it is if you turn a tablet sideways, you get a landscape mode of something. So if you turn that off, it'll move. If the book will change. If you lock that rotation, it won't do that anymore. It'll stay in portrait mode. And then, the other thing there, page curl is the thing you were seeing before where it looks like the page is moving. If you turn that off, you don't see that curl anymore. So that's just a preference thing. So in the middle is that little magnifying glass. If you touch that, it brings up the search. And this is for if you want to look for a specific word or sentence or something in the book. So if you put that in, it'll show you all the pages where it appears. So if you want to look for something specific. And then the other thing that you can do, those three bars over on the right will pull up the table of contents. So if you have a specific point you want to get to in it, you know it's a specific chapter, let's say you want to go to the prologue, you can touch that and it'll bring you right there. And then the other thing that is there under those three bars, there we are, is bookmarks and notes. So this is everything you've bookmarked, or if you've made any notes, anything in the text, that they'll show up there. If you're done with those, if you want to clear them, if you swipe to the left with your finger, you can touch delete. It'll bring that up, so you can just delete those out of there. And then finally, down at the down at the bottom is that slider, which will allow you to move very quickly through the book. So you can kind of quickly do that if you touch and hold that. So these are just some of the basics of tools you can use. If you have questions about this or anything else, please give us a call or an email at McArthur Library. We are available to help, and we would love to hear from you. Thanks.